Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 12th and final episode of Hitoribocchi no Marumaru Seikatsu. And that's really sad to say because this has been, from start to finish, my favorite anime of the season. I love it so much. I don't know what I'm going to do with my life when it's gone, but I know that I've said that about a lot of shows, so I'm sure I'll manage somehow, but it's still really sad. Why does it have to end? Why can't it just be like forever? Nobody ever gives me a good answer to that question. Or at least not an answer I can accept, so I wish it was the case. But anyway, last episode, we got to meet a great character, Ojo Mayo. So I like her a lot. I'm kind of a little bit upset that she didn't show up in the show earlier because she's one of the best characters. So uh, that would have been better if she was in the show more. But anyway, yeah, we met her. We found out about her circumstances. She's a new friend for Bochi, a great new friend. So that's just great, isn't it? Bochi making friends, that's the premise of the show, so I always like to see that. I have no idea what they're going to do for the final episode, so let's see. Hopefully it's something good that we can remember fondly, so let's get into it. 3, 2, 1, play. Sakura's second middle school, huh? What do we... I forgot to have the subs on there. Okay, I fixed it. Oh, she got a new phone. Okay. She actually got the smartphones. Now she can be part of the Smaho Tapu Tapu group. Good for you, Bochi. Well, gotta be careful. She's like, what are you people talking about? Like, there's no air in mine. uh, read it? Are you messing with her again? Sure. Uh, Konnichiwa, Smaho-chan. And I like how Ardo is close to her again. Just yeah, Julie just sitting in that chair. Which took me longer than I should have to notice, but I like how she does that. uh, will this work? Well, wow. The episode barely started and we already have a new friend. That's great progress, Pochi. Good job. Yeah. Well, machines are people too, Aru. Pretty much. Yeah, everything has to reach its end eventually, unfortunately. I probably should be keeping track of how many friends Mochi's has, but we should be approaching double digits, right? Whoosh! It really is a great opening. My favorite part probably is the way Yawarai throws her and then smiles afterwards, because that pretty much it's a pretty good metaphor for what she's done with Bochi in the show. Going around to try to make friends in a sink or swim kind of way. And a smile meaning that there's no malice behind it, you know? And boof, she always sticks to landing. Maybe I just might. Moshikashitara Kito. Yeah, because she can do that now with her phone. I'll put it on Snapchat, put a bunch of filters on it, whatever the kids do these days. I don't know, Instagram. I I don't know. I like how she's attempting to pose by while then her hair is kind of cute. Oh, video. That's where it's at. Recorded your reaction and everything. Okay, we should get a good picture of Aru. Yeah, I saw that coming a mile away. It's always a video when you think it's a picture, and it's always a picture when you think it's a video. Yeah, but who cares about being normal? Oh, that's a good point, Aru. Yeah, you should reconsider that, Sotaka. Yeah, that's much more normal. You don't tell me how to live my life. Don't weeb shame me. Oh no. Well, don't get that over the phone. Don't mess with Mochi. Like what? What would you even want? What do you want? Well, what do you want most? Okay. I do quiz. Good luck. Fortune. Wow. Come on. Oh, wow. Stakes have just been risen. Well, I wouldn't mind having gold bars. They make excellent paperweights. Well, I kind of wish I had some time to think about my answer without having to, keep track of the subs. Well, I guess we have a universal correct answer there with gold bars. Wow, harsh. Yeah, it matches her hair color. Well, some of us do. You know, hashtag Patreon. That's far more valuable than money, of course. That's funny. Gym uniform. Well, it's good exercise after you eat. It helps digestion, I think. You definitely don't want to lay down after eating. That's bad. Wow. Apparently, nap time is also photo session time. I mean, it could have been worse. They could have taken photos while you were changing. That would have been a little bit more embarrassing. Always recording. He's so cute. So, do you want to join the Maho Tapu Tapu Club now, or that's still a no? What? 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 Something on her face? I don't understand, Bochi. Somebody trapped in the well. You're so weird, Bochi. It's so cute. Oh, did she smile or something? Is that what it was? uh, let's see this. Wow, yeah, she does look pretty happy. That's a little bit odd. That's pretty hard to believe. You should have got that on videotape. The one thing you should have filmed. Okay, now I definitely don't believe you. Yeah, something good happened. Maybe she's happy the show is almost ending because she's such a dark, depressing character. So, we've been hearing some strange rumors about you, Kako. Would you like to clarify on any of them? She's still doing it. Yeah, if I didn't see it for myself, I wouldn't have believed you. O genki desu ka? Hai, genki desu. Exactly. That's the joke of it. She has a very nice smile, but it's just so weird. I'm not used to it. But are we supposed to discuss the pens, like whether or not something's a pen? Oh. Hurry. I, uh, Bear, could you leave me alone? You're not gonna crush her, are you? Oh. Oh, is she sick? Is that why she's acting so weird? Because I don't think it's normal to collapse in the hallway like that. Uh, Bucci, I know you're small, but can you carry her to the nurse's office? Probably not. Okay. Did you carry her there? Because that would be hard to imagine. Yeah, good thing Bucci was there. Fun origami. Oda really does like sharing a seat with Bochi, which I approve of. Well, you straight up collapsed. That's not a good thing. Have you been pushing yourself? Uh, yeah, much fun was had. I think that's not true. I think she had plenty of fun. You should have got it on tape. I filmed it. uh, that's Sotika. Wow. Well, friends share with each other, so. Okay. Would have preferred Bochi just to crawl under the covers, but I guess we're gonna leave her alone for now. Uh, well, she should be better by then. Yeah, I suppose. She's just carrying it along. That Bochi? Oh. Bochi. So, stalking for a good reason, I guess, to make sure she. Oh no, we were found. I thought you guys were ninjas. This is just embarrassing. Bochi, Bochi, what? Oh my god, you people! I don't even know what to say to this. It's not working. That's what I can say to this. It's not working. Oh, gee. I don't even. Was that kind of a loss of words when I first saw that? Just. Wow. A lot of good the case does us. Can I have the disc that goes in here, please? uh, well, I think we've all been there. That's why you always check before you leave that there's something in there, and it's not the wrong disc. Well, they're cute. Why do you keep photobombing, Bochi? I know, we can't get through without messing up somebody's picture. Hey, the teacher, you do exist. Oshia Teruya. That sounds like fun. But nobody in that desk, so. The funny thing is, I was actually thinking that before she said it. Come at me, bro. Ooh, that does look pretty scary. Okay, let's be gentle. Be gentle, Bochi. I've seen you hurt her a lot, so be careful. Good God, she makes us look scary. Okay, as long as we don't see blood, it should be fine. Well, she's spent. Well, she's not. You're in the same class. Everyone that matters is. I don't think you're gonna get anyone scary. Okay. Huh. She's cute. She's probably nice. Nakanai Karane. I don't get that name. Come on, Bochi. Just put it on. Okay, she seems really nice. You lucked out there, Bochi. Just grab her chest and put it on. She's trying her best to. Hopefully. Yeah, you can let go of my chest now. Okay. Let's. Oh God, Bochi, you're gonna make weird rumors happen. Wow. Why would you have the mask have the eyes shut? That kind of defeats the purpose. If you're trying to pretend to be awake. I kind of got attached to her too, so I get where Bochi's coming from. I liked her. She seemed really nice. In fact, yeah, I really already miss her a lot. It really was cute how quickly Bochi got attached, though. I'm sure they will. Congrats on your baby, Teru-chan. We haven't seen this in a while. He hasn't improved at all there. One of these days, you're gonna slam your head into the camera and break it, Sensei. That would be nice, but you have a lot of friends now. That might be tricky to pull off, depending on schedules and stuff. But you can ask. Don't be that way. Wow. I don't think that's true, but it's mean to even say it. Such a weird tsundere. We're making progress, though. Well, she's an opponent in a way. Because she has a defensive wall that you have to break down to grab her friendship. Probably gotta phrase that better. Oh no, I see credits popping up. That means it's almost over. No, no. But it looks like we got all our friends to come with us. Aside from, Kurai Kako, which we're still working on. Yeah, so we need to speed up a little bit. We already know you can't do math, okay? Yeah, we need to speed up a bit. Yeah, Dreamer about to wake up from because the show's about to end. Oh yeah, the umbrella thing. That was good. Bochi. Bochi. Yes, thank you. You started it all. That's a cute little image. I kind of want to cut that out and use it for something. Ooh. And her name is Pancakes. Look at the circle of friends she has now. It's great, isn't it? Well, that's Yawarakai, right? Yeah, I recognize that Ahoge. It's nice that she gets to see this before the episode ends. Before the anime ends. Feeding each other. I hope everyone gets a turn to feed Bochi. Oh, she left it there. Yeah. Do your best, Fairy, because she's doing her best. It's not quite the same as actually talking to her, but it's some acknowledgement. That's nice. Spring has arrived. No, the episode's so close to being over. And we're now second years. Okay. What happened to you? I know, right? It's so weird. It's kind of cute, but it feels so wrong to talk like that. I like you better this way, Sensei. It was funny though. So that makes Bochi 5. Why would you bully her like this? Nobody wants to go first. Especially not somebody with social anxiety. Just don't barf. Just don't barf. That's all I'm asking. Okay, I think she's about to. Yeah, okay. Maybe we haven't made so much progress after all. Okay. Yeah. That was the 12th and final episode of Hitoribocchi no Marumaru Seikatsu. And yeah, it was a good episode, really a good episode. It felt like a final episode because we talked about a graduation and all that. Our characters didn't graduate, of course, but some did. But we didn't really actually know any of them until until this episode where we got attached to one of them and then they left, which is always kind of sad. Her name was I think it was Nakanai Kurano, something like that. I don't get the put on her name at all if there's supposed to be one. So that's that. But she seemed quite nice. I liked her. We didn't get a lot of time with her, but I did like her. I wouldn't mind her. I would not have minded her to be a part of the main cast at all. But anyway, getting kind of ahead of myself. Ooh. Okay, first off, the first big thing of the episode was Bocchi got a new phone, a smartphone, which she needed to do to join the Smaho Tapu Tapu group. So that's good. And also, she can take pictures with it. She can take videos with it. And some people did not know which was happening at any given time. And that's always kind of funny when you hold up the phone and someone thinks you're about to take a picture or whatever, and you're just taking a video. That's always funny, you know. So, I mean, maybe not so much for the person that's happening to, I guess, but yeah, she's happy to have a new phone. Everybody was talking about having air in them or whatever, and she's like, "But mine doesn't do that. Okay, I'll fix that." So, if you don't have that problem, Bocchi, don't give yourself a problem just so you can fit in with others. That's never a good attitude to have. So let's not do that. Okay, so yeah, the scene did not start with Ardo being in the same chair as Bocchi. She just kind of sat into it partway through. Okay, so that's why I was a little bit slow to notice. So at least there's that. But I do love when Aru just sits there, just that nice smile she has on her face as she shares half of Bocchi's chair. I don't know. But yeah, Bocchi also made friends with her phone this episode, so more friend progress, which is always good. And it went about as well as some of the other ones did, maybe a little bit faster paced, but yeah, a lot of the patterns were still the same. The shyness, the fainting, all that good stuff. But it's good to be friends with your devices because that way they're less likely to betray you. So, however, it's also a little bit sadder when they break though because there's that attachment. So eventually that smartphone will cease to function and then she will have lost a friend, which is sad to think about, but that will happen eventually. She'll be like, "Oh no, my smartphone, it's dead. I lost one of my friends. This is so horrible." That will happen eventually, but not in the anime, probably. At least not in this. At least not in the first season, of course, because that's over, unfortunately. Unfortunately. But I did like Nako like holding her hair, like a mild attempt at a pose for the picture. That was cool. And Sotaka, when her picture was time for her, she was trying to be all ninja like, and Aru convinced her not to do that because her ninja identity is supposed to be a secret. You're not much of a ninja. People know that you're a ninja, so that's why the best ninjas in life, you've never heard of them, because if you had heard of them, they would have been obviously a terrible ninja. So that's just kind of how that works. And Aru, I guess, isn't a big fan of Sotaka being a ninja. It seems like she wants her to abandon her cool ninja identity. Which don't do that, Sotaka. You be you. Don't let anyone tell you how to act, unless you're like breaking laws, I guess. But you're not. You're just being a cool ninja, and nobody should take that away from you. Even if you are a terrible ninja, because people know that you're a ninja. But still, well, you're having fun. That's what matters. That's always what matters. Okay, what happened after that? Oh yeah, the Aru quiz. Yeah, they're basically trying to guess what Aru wanted. I don't think she ever actually gave what the answer was, like what she was actually thinking. So Tika just guessed gold bars, and it was like, well, better than what I was thinking. So yeah, sure, I'll take the gold bars as an answer. And then Sotika said something about the power of friendship and the value of it and all that. And then Aru suddenly felt like she was a greedy, horrible person by wanting the gold bars instead of like friendship and all that. But of course, she shouldn't because Sotika's in a little bit of a different position because I think she is kind of part of a rich family. And if you are, then money is a little bit less important, If you've never had to worry about having enough food on the table for the month, then I guess money would not matter to you quite as much, so. Perspective is a big thing here. But yeah, I wouldn't mind having gold bars at all. Yeah, I like when she fell asleep and everyone started taking a bunch of pictures of her. That was pretty great, and they just all kind of ran away when they made her angry. But those are some valuable pictures. You shouldn't just delete them. But yeah, then things went into a bit of a different direction when we discovered that Kurai Kako had a smile on her face, like she seems kind of happy and eager to chat with Bocchi. So very weird stuff. Wasn't sure exactly what was going on there. I did figure out that what the thing was a little bit before the reveal, because it's the only thing that made sense to me that she would be acting that way about. But yeah, it was a big deal. I don't think Bocchi was overselling it. That was definitely a big deal. And the little conversation between them, though, was kind of funny. All that, you know, Genki desu ka, Genki, hobbies, all that stuff. That was a funny little scene there. I enjoyed that. But we got the reveal about how she's actually sick when Bocchi went in the hallway to talk to her even more. So, yeah, just collapsed, brought to the nurse's office, and we got our explanation there. So we of course knew that something had to have been up, right? Like she wouldn't suddenly have a personality switch overnight, because that's just not possible. Even people that want to be able to change their personality really quickly, you can't do it overnight. Doing it at all is pretty difficult, but definitely not overnight. So. I mean, people try to have like a high school debut or a second year debut, but you know, you can only change so much in such a short amount of time. It's just Sotaka's origami skills are always on point. She's always quite skilled. They had a little chat with her in bed, but she tried to pretty much brush off everything that had happened, it seems like. What exactly was that Sotaka made? I can't remember if they actually said what that was called. They probably did, but it looks cool. I think it's quite pretty. But yeah, then he followed her home to make sure she got to home safely, because of course Bocchi was going to worry about that because she's such a good girl and also such a worrying character. So it made sense, and Bocchi falling over in that one scene was a little bit funny, but what was a lot funnier than that was when Kurai Kako came back out and they hid. Because first of all, she already saw them before they hid. Like there was a couple seconds delay before they actually scattered like cockroaches. And then she went over there, and I was kind of wondering exactly how well they managed to hide, and the answer was terribly. Like, when I just saw her look over there and Bocchi was just up against the wall as if she blended in with it, as if she was a chameleon or something, that was really funny. Then you have then you had Sotaka holding up the, I don't know what you call it, some not wallpaper, whatever you would call it. It's a thing that ninjas do to blend in with a wall or whatever. But it doesn't work when it looks completely different than the thing that's behind you. It just doesn't work at all. But she tried it, and it was just... That may have been the funniest part of the episode to me. That was just... I don't know. Just... Nako was not even really trying very much. So, even if their attempts had worked, it wouldn't matter much, because they would have still seen Nako. And then Bocchi legitimately thinks she didn't see her just because she didn't say anything. That was pretty funny. The whole thing was pretty funny. I love that scene a lot. And then she left something behind. 3-star ristorante. But no disc in it. Yes. She mentioned something about lending the disc. And she lied though, because she did not actually do that. She just lent the case. And then it was funny how later on she was like, yeah, I did it on purpose because I hate you so much, so get wrecked about you. She was so mean. It was kind of funny though, because it was such a tsundere type of meanness that I couldn't really be mad at her for it. But it was, yeah. That's Kurai Kako for you. But she is definitely a liar. But Bocchi always looking for the good in people. But it also was funny when she realized that the disc was still on the DVD. The look on her face was pretty great. And then it was after that we started to really get into the whole graduation thing of the episode. Because none of the characters we really know are third years, it wasn't really too relevant to us at all. But they apparently have this event where they give the crochet, however you pronounce it, to the graduating students. Like each of the first years gives one to one of the graduating students, and it seems to be completely random. So that's something they had to do. And it was funny though, because I was thinking about that, like, yeah, what if you accidentally stab somebody in the chest when you try to put them on? It's a little bit awkward. And then Bocchi actually said it, so I appreciated being on the same wavelength with Bocchi there. And she just sounds so genuinely concerned about it. Like, I don't want to stab anyone. What do I do? And then she was gonna practice on Nako, which she did, but she was just so menacing about it. Like, okay, I'm gonna try not to murder you with this blade here. So hold still, Nako. I got this. And then yeah, Nako got pretty freaked out because of it. It kind of reminded me a little bit of a New Game, the anime New Game, when they went to get a shot or something, and I think it was to draw blood. But anyway, the one nurse was very visibly nervous, and when somebody looks very nervous and concerned, the person that's going to stab you with a needle, you get pretty concerned and nervous yourself because you really want to believe the person that's about to poke inside of your body knows what they're doing. So even if you're not confident, you really gotta act confident when you're working with needles in somebody, which Bocchi clearly was not. But it went fine though. We didn't see any blood or anything, so it's all good. But it reminded me a lot of that New Game scene, if you know what I'm talking about. But she was a little bit nervous about getting like a mean senpai to deal with, but no, she was completely nice. Yeah, Nakanai Karane, that's what it was. So yeah, I don't really get what her name is at all. Like, I don't think her name's on the MyAnimeLIst page anyway. But I mean, Naka's like middle or inside or something like that. Nai, I think that's the kanji for inside. So altogether, that probably means something like inside. I guess. But Karane, I don't know that part at all. So, I don't know. You can let me know in the comments if you get it, but I do not. But the point is she was a very nice senpai. That's what really mattered. Hitoribocchi did her usual introduction that she does when she talks to people that she always gives. And because she's such a nice senpai, she kind of just went along with it. It's pretty nice of her. So, yeah. She'll be missed. She will be missed for sure. And I even liked how Bocchi held on a little bit too long. And then she had to do that polite Japanese way of telling her to let go. You know? So that was also a fun little scene. Yes, you did a good job, Bocchi. You put it on. Oh yeah, how did I forget about that? Yeah, the congrats on your baby part was freaking hilarious. Because, you know, a little bit of a slip of the tongue, but her friends are just like, "What? You're pregnant? I did not know about that. I didn't even know you had a boyfriend. What's happening here?" So that was pretty funny. That was really funny. That was probably up there with funniest moments of the episode. But yeah, it's a little bit unfortunate though because she was so nice at Bocchi, and Bocchi just risked having a misunderstanding or having rumors spread. So yeah, and Bocchi was so sad that she's graduating. Another one of the funniest parts of the episode was Teru Sensei. Her attempt at a second-year debut, as they called it, was freaking hilarious. Because at first you just heard the voice, and I was like, "Who is that that's talking right now? I don't recognize this person at all." And then we actually got to see her in the class, and it was just like I don't know, I don't know what was going through her head, but that was funny. That was pretty funny. She tried so hard, and they're like, "No, Sensei, stop it. Stop. That's not okay. No, don't do that." So that was pretty good. And Bocchi walking home with her friends is nice as well. All of her friends, because she made so many. Of course. But yeah, normal Sensei is best Sensei. Don't try to change. It's fine. I mean, you probably want to change in one aspect, which is dealing with Nako better. But, you know, we can take baby steps on that. We don't have to do a complete personality change to get there. It's all good. And then we had to do classroom introductions again, and then Bocchi just, you know, panicked. So, still not great at that. Even if you made some friends and you're better at interacting with them, doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be good with the whole self-introduction thing in front of a group of people. That's a little bit of different skill sets to a degree. So, you know, we're still making progress. That's what matters. But yeah, we kind of came full circle with that. But yeah, I really liked the episode. I have no real complaints about it, to be honest. It was all pretty funny. it felt like a final episode, which I don't really like when anime do that. Sometimes, once in a while, an anime that's like a manga adaptation or whatever will have a final episode that feels like just any other episode, and just I don't like that because it feels like there should be another episode like next week, and the fact that there's not, it's upsetting. So I don't like when anime do that. And there's some anime that have done that to me. Like I think Mayochiki was an example of one that did that, where the final episode just felt like any other episode and didn't really feel conclusive at all. So I don't like when anime does that. So I'm pretty happy with what Boji did here with its final episode. And yeah, Kodai Kako is still definitely a work in progress. But we'll get there. We will certainly get there. Just not this season. Next season, because there better be a next season. I'll be pretty upset if there's not a next season. But I already spent so much time talking about this episode. I don't know how much time I should really talk about the show as a whole, but I gotta at least say some stuff because this is my favorite anime of the season. So, okay, this anime, I was looking forward to it a lot before it started airing. I saw like random manga pages of it posted, here and there from people that like the manga, and it always looks so cute. Obviously, the art style of Bochi, the character design changes a little bit, like less potato heady than the art in the manga. So, that's fine. But it does kind of cause a bit of a disconnect between this and my memories of various manga pages I saw. But it's not a big deal or anything. I don't even know why I bothered bringing it up. But the point is, I knew about this anime a while before it aired, before an anime was even announced. Like, I knew about I had seen the manga pages, random manga pages of it, of this cute girl that clearly had social anxiety. And I was pretty excited to eventually, experience it at some point because obviously I suffer from social anxiety as well, so it's very relatable. And unlike me, she's very cute about it. So there's plenty of reasons stacked on top of each other about why I would enjoy watching her do her life, basically. And there have been anime about characters like that before, that suffer from social anxiety, like what was it called? Watamote, I think it's abbreviation, with the full title being something like "It's Not My Fault I'm Not Popular," like that one. I watched that anime, and it's kind of a different approach to this whole social anxiety thing. That one was much more like maximum cringe rather than maximum cuteness, like this one is. It's kind of funny how these two different anime that tackle kind of the same topic are very different from each other. That one was just painful to watch a lot of the time. If what was her name in that anime? I don't remember. Motika, maybe? I don't know. But if she was as cute as Bochi was, it probably would have went better for her, I think. But yeah, anyway. The point is, I like Bochi a lot. She did not disappoint me in the slightest. I love her more than I could have imagined, really. She's a little bit weird. I love some of the silly, weird, strange, random things she does, like personality quirks she has. They're always so funny. Just some of the things she does in certain situations. I'm just like, what? Like, why? Why is that what came to your mind, Bochi, of what to do here? Just there was a lot of moments like that with her character, and the way she took certain things, like jumping over hurdles as a literal thing. Just there's a lot of silliness with Bochi. Like instead of just telling Aru to move so she could get out of there, she's like, Aru, can I jump over you? Just a lot of weird things that Bochi, like the way she sees the world, it seems so strange sometimes. But it always leads to a lot of entertainment, so a lot of cuteness. So it's only a good thing, of course, those personality quirks of hers. So she's my favorite part of the show. I love her so much. She's just so small and cute. You can just pick her up and spin her around. And Sotoka actually pick her up sometimes, but she actually stopped doing that as much. Like early on, Sotoka did it a lot, but not so much later on, which is a little bit disappointing. I was hoping she would continue to pick her up quite often because she is just so small and like the perfect size to just like pick up. So why would you not do that, basically? If you are big enough to do so, of course. So Bochi was by far my favorite character in the show, but the show was full of good characters. Characters that you could sometimes know a little bit about them beforehand because of their name, at least if you're Japanese. If you're just a Western otaku, maybe you wouldn't know much about it. But yeah, that's a certainly interesting way to give the audience a little bit of knowledge about a character before you start to really get to meet them. So that was obviously a pretty cool thing. So, but yeah, like I said, there's plenty of interesting characters. I really liked, my second favorite character was definitely Aru. She was fantastic. Like, I really love the character a lot. If Bocchi wasn't just so great, Aru would have been my favorite character. In most other shows, Aru would have been my favorite character because she was just great. I liked her character design. I don't know why, but I really like just her smile in general. I don't know why. Just something about it just makes me happy to look at. I don't know, just but I don't know. But the point is, she's a very interesting character. Her biggest gimmick was, of course, the Zannen, unfortunate, disappointing, depend. It was usually translated as unfortunate. But yeah, she just had all these unlucky things happen to her, like leaving her the clothes hanger in her shirt as she wore it, stuff like that. That was an interesting personality quirk. Of course, her dynamic with Nako once in a while kind of got a little bit overplayed. The whole, Zannen, she's like, Zannen Yuna, whatever she says, that was overdone a little bit too much for my liking. I mean, they kind of slowed down on it after a while, but for a little bit, it was like, okay, I get it, haha, it's a funny gag. But that was probably my only real complaint about anything Aru related. She's always a great character because she always tries to help other people. She considers herself the world's class rep in show, so she does her best to help people like Bocchi and stuff, and she does help Bocchi a lot. Like even in the cookie class, she gave her the whipped cream or whatever to use on her food. So she's always quick to help people out, even though she herself is so unfortunate. She still focuses so much on helping other people, which is a pretty great, characteristic, personality trait. So I can respect that a lot. And she also has a lot of fun silliness to herself, like aru aru bimu, gambara bimu, all that stuff that she does, like the little poses she does when she shoots the beam is just really hilarious and cute. So I like that a lot as well. Like I think it actually would feel like I'd be able to do my best if she shot me with one of those beams. It would be super effective, I think. I would say. And my favorite part of Aru in the entire show was definitely the little sister part, Mieru, because she goes to school with a backpack, which she was able to play off that well enough as she's like, hey, well, my normal bag wouldn't work because of things that happened, so I use this one instead. That just happens to people, right? Which I guess, people accepted. However, when she came with a full-on elementary schooler look, there was pretty much no recovering from that, right? She just... there's no way to explain that. So she was going to go home and change, but things just didn't quite work out. She just kept running into people. And I'll be back real quick. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, anyway, that scene. That scene was just a lot of fun. The overall scene, because she kept running into people, and she tried to what she decided to do was pretend that she was her own little sister Mieru as opposed to Aru. So that worked on some people more than others. Nako was not fooled in the slightest, and she just thought the whole thing was absolutely hilarious, which it was. It definitely was. The whole thing was ridiculous, but yeah, she was gonna go home initially, but she was convinced to just go to school like that, which she did. And she tried to play it off as a gag, she tried to play it off as something. She went to the door of her classroom and says, "Hey, I'm Aru's little sister Mieru," but nobody believed it, and they were just confused, like, "Okay, what's happening now?" And then that was saved by Nako just laughing a lot because it was funny. It was funny, and Nako just died laughing over there, which initially Aru did not appreciate that because she did not realize how much that saved her. She just took it as as a malicious thing, but no, it helped her a lot. Whether or not Nako was trying to do that, that's beside the point. The point is it did help her. End result, that's what matters most. So yeah, Aru's always been a great character, always helping people do their best, and is always just a shining beacon of amazingness upon the show. The show would not have been the same without Aru. Like the concept of the show wouldn't work, of course, without Bocchi, but the true beauty of the show I don't think would have worked as well without Aru. Like she played a very important role. And I think my third favorite character after that would probably be Ojo-sama, even though she showed up kind of late. I liked her a lot. She was great. Not a lot to say on her because she didn't have much screen time, but I did like her. Especially her name. Her name was the funniest name in the show. Definitely. Oshiya Teruyo is probably a second as far as funny names go. But yeah, that it was a great character. definitely underutilized in the anime, I would say. But I like pretty much all the characters. Kurai Kako with her tsundere nature, where she's refuses to be friends with Bocchi because of her weakness, and Sozuka, the weeb that wants to be a ninja because it's important to her, I guess. You know, and Nako, I know I had kind of mixed feelings about Nako. She bullies Bocchi so much that I have a small amount of resentment towards her, and she's not as interesting as a lot of the other characters are. She probably is the most boring character of the main characters in the whole show. I think that's pretty. I think we can most of us can agree on that. Even if you like her, she's objectively has the least going on for her, like gimmick wise, personality wise. She's not a silly little ninja. Ninja wannabe. She's not a shining beacon of world class rep. She's not a adorable, shy, awkward girl. She's not a girl that seems like she's watched too many shonen anime, considering friends a weakness and all that. Like, yeah, I think she would. I think we could all agree that she's probably the most boring character in the show. But she was Bocchi's first friend in the class, so she does have that going for her. But because you're so boring, you really can't get too mad at Bocchi for referring to you as the girl that sits in front of her, Because she was salty about that. I remember that. So, but yeah, I don't dislike any of the main girls, of course. And the teacher was good too. Her thing about being afraid of Nako was funny. She never really made much progress in dealing with that, so maybe she will in a theoretical second season that better happen. I really hope it does, because I don't know, life just isn't fair if it doesn't. That's kind of what I'm trying to say there. And yeah, I think that's all I really had to say on it. Just it's been a fun, funny, great, heartwarming show that you can tell the makers of, they care about the product. The fact that they had that silly Bocchi School of Laps, ED, and stuff like that, that's the kind of thing you only do with an anime if you like really want to make it as good as it can be. Like that's your priority, not just return on investment or whatever. So just I like things like that that really make you feel like you're trying to make something good rather than make a product to maximize profit. Of course, all anime are made for profit. I get that, but I don't like it when an anime feels like that was the only reason behind it. Like a lot of anime are disposable. Like a lot of anime are just made to be consumed real quick from that season and then cast away into the back of your mind, and then you move on to the next show. Any show that feels like it was made by love usually gets some extra points with me. Kimono Friends is probably the best example of that I could possibly think of. That anime felt like a labor of love to the maximum degree. So part of why I like that anime so much. And then season 2 happened, but we don't talk about season 2. But anyway, this was a very enjoyable show. I loved it a lot. Again, I'm going to miss it now that it's gone. So yeah, I know I already say this in my like outro thing, of course, but it especially goes for final episodes. Like, let me know what you think of the anime in the comment section below. What was your favorite character? Are you mad that I called Nako boring because you think she's the most interesting character in the show? Whatever. Feel free to let me know whatever opinions you have on the show in the comment section below. Do you miss it as much as I do? Do you not miss it at all? Do you just think it was mediocre at best? Even if your opinions differ from mine, I still want you to say them in the comment section below. So, yeah, just do that thing. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.